This is Sean with Gate City Foundation Drainage. We are back out here working on this property, and we got everything pretty much finished off up here, seeded and strawed. I didn't film that. We were trying to get that done really quickly. That's the concrete that we did up there. And what we're working on now is we're trying to address this persistent water down here. So let's take a look. This area stays wet all the time, and it hasn't rained for days and days here. And look at this. There's like algae growing in there. And so if you notice here, we have a bunch of sand rock up here. There used to be a house here that got taken away, and I think this water is just all water that's coming down, going into the ground, hitting the clay subsoil, and then running downhill and then popping up here. It may also be running into the road base, and it has nowhere to go but popping up through this sand rock. Now, one consideration was the water meter here that used to feed the house that used to be here. We popped this top, and they took the meter and everything out, so that's completely deaded. So there's no water leak here, there's no line, there's nothing even here. So what we're going to do is put in a French drain. We're going to cut this all out with the mini bobcat, core the curb right there, and try to get some gravel in here so that water can escape to the street. So that's what we're working on today. In terms of French drains that we do, this one's going to be pretty straightforward. Since we're here at the road and we have a driveway here, I only brought one dump truck. So the plan is to get this gravel dumped right here, get our French drain dirt dug out, and then back into the dump truck. So usually we have to bring an empty truck to put the dirt in, and then the truck with the gravel gets the gravel put in. So here we're doing things a little bit differently, but I think I'm just going to dump it right here, because this used to be a driveway. Take a look at this water coming out of here. Oh man. This might be a water leak. There's a deep hole right there. Oh, maybe that's where that stake was. Something's happening here for sure. Sinking down pretty good over here, so let's see if I can get out. All right, I'm back out here. Got my second load of gravel. And this should be plenty of gravel, I think. This deep hole that I fell into, I kind of sunk in there, so I want to get a couple loads of gravel in there before we get our fabric down on top and start filling it with gravel. So let me get a couple loads in there real quick, and Ronald's got the fabric cut already.
Nice.
Oh, we're through. Damn. Damn.
Nice. That's the way you do it.
Man, that thing just went, I mean.
That's a lifesaver, boss.
Look at that beauty.
That's the way you do it.
Man, that thing just went, I mean.
That's a lifesaver, boss.
Look at that beauty.
That's the way we do it.
Yep. Yep. Wow.
Do it again.
So using the screw jack, that was less than 7 minutes to cut through that core. That thing is just a huge, huge lifesaver, because these bits will cut if you put enough pressure on them. And when we're going down into like a big 48-inch culvert straight down, and you can put a lot of pressure on it, it'll cut right through it. It's just really difficult to place pressure on that thing in that horizontal position. So that screw jack up against a solid fixed piece right there is just a huge, huge, huge lifesaver. So I'd like to thank everybody who made suggestions on how we can do better coring in the comments. So thank you all for all your helpful comments on that. All right, just go easy now. See if you can tap at the face of it. There you go. Should slide right in there. Right, one more easy. Yeah, one more easy. All right. What do you think about that?
I like that. Nice. Makes it look professional.
All right. Oh, God.
I did the same thing. So we don't step in that wrong.
Things are looking pretty good with our French drain here, and this gravel's all hardening up really well where all that muck was. And like we do with all our French drains, we like to put a vented clean out in each one. So Ronald got these together, looks real good, and we drill 3/16 or whatever size holes in there to vent it. So we got all of our brush loaded up. I still have to strap it down. We're getting a little bit of seed and straw out. And we're almost there. We're back here at my place with this load of brush. And I've got a bunch of roots in here. I gotta sift through these and get them loaded up and take them to the brush recycling place. So we're just kind of staging stuff right now. It's a big mess. But anyway. Nice dump. I just talked to the customer and he said that this French drain's working really well. So let's walk down there and take a look, see if anything's going on with it. So it rained yesterday pretty good. This looks pretty dry here. Look at that. That's trickling right there. Look at that. Just enough. So what this French drain is doing is this trench is filling up with water, and then the water finds its way into those holes. The holes are positioned about 5 and 7 o'clock, and then once they flood into the pipe, then the water finds an easy path of escape through the pipe, and that makes more room for more water to flood into the pipe. So all we did was we provided that water that's just subsurface water coming from the hill right here. We provided it an easy way to get out, where before it was jamming up against the road base and this thing and popping up out of the ground. Pretty cool. I am back out here at this French drain. It's been probably about 6 weeks or so. So this thing has been flowing really well. And the homeowner has reported, the property owner has reported back many times that everything is working really well. This whole area is no longer soggy like it used to be in stagnant water. So this thing will be trickling all the time. And that's what that French drain is doing, is it's giving that water that's landing right here at this low point coming off this hill. It's giving it a way to escape and get out of here. So I guess I'll go ahead and end this video here for you all. This was the next installment in the work we've been doing over there at that commercial building. So the owner knew that I did drainage work, and he had me look at that area with that swampy, stagnant water. And we went ahead and did the French drain, and that has been working really, really well since we did it. It's been probably a couple months now. And he was so impressed with the work we did there that that's how the other work came about. So you'll be seeing those other two parts of the project coming up very shortly. And so speaking about that French drain, I'm pretty sure that's all subsurface water that is just landing on the hill and then flowing down under the sand rock and running into that driveway or that curb or even the road base and popping up. And so by installing that French drain, what we essentially did is we gave that water an easy way, a path of least resistance to get out of that area instead of building up. So that French drain has been working really, really well, and that just trickles all the time. So that was a pretty straightforward French drain. Again, French drains are used to collect and move non-point water, which is what we had there, water coming from all over the hill. And we knew it wasn't water coming from the gutters on the building because those are all contained by the parking lot. So very, very interesting case here where the water's flowing down the hill, running into something and then popping up. So I hope you all have enjoyed this video, and the next 2 installments will be coming up shortly. Thanks for watching.